Yobelim, Jubilees, chapter 36. And in the 6th year of this week, Yitshaq called his 2 sons, Esaw and Yaakov, and they came to him, and he said to them, My sons, I am going the way of my fathers, to the everlasting dwelling where my fathers are. Therefore, bury me near Abraham my father, in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron the Hittite, where Abraham purchased a grave to bury in the grave which I dug for myself, bury me there. And this I command you, my sons, that you do righteousness and uprightness on the earth, so that Yehova may bring upon you all that Yehova said that he would do to Abraham and to his seed. And love one another, my sons, your brothers, as a man who loves his own being, and let each seek how he may benefit his brother, and work together on the earth, and let them love each other as their own beings. And concerning the question of idols, I command and admonish you to reject them, and hate them, and love them not, for they are full of deception for those that worship them, and for those that bow down to them. Remember, my sons, Yehua, Elohim of Abraham your father, and how I too worshipped him and served him in righteousness and in joy, that he might multiply you and increase your seed as the stars of the Shamayim in multitude, and establish you on the earth as the plant of righteousness, which shall not be rooted out unto all the generations forever. And now I shall make you swear a great oath, for there is no oath which is greater than it. By the name esteemed and honored and great and splendid and wonderful and mighty, which created the Shamayim and the earth and all matters together, that you shall fear him and worship him, and that each shall love his brother with affection and righteousness, and that neither shall desire evil against his brother from this time and forever all the days of your life, so that you may prosper in all your deeds and not be destroyed. And if either of you plans evil against his brother, know that from this time on, every one that plans evil against his brother shall fall into his hand, and shall be rooted out of the land of the living, and his seed shall be destroyed from under the Shamayim. But on the day of tribulation and abhorrence and displeasure and wrath, with flaming, devouring fire, as he burned Sodom, so likewise shall he burn his land and his city and all that is his, and he shall be blotted out of the book of the instruction of the children of men, and not be recorded in the book of Chai, but in that which is appointed to destruction. And he shall depart into everlasting abhorrence, so that their condemnation may be always renewed in abomination and in abhorrence and in wrath and in torment and in displeasure and in plagues and in disease forever. I say and witness to you, my sons, according to the judgment which shall come upon the man who wishes to injure his brother. And he divided all his possessions between the 2 on that day. And he gave the larger portion to him that was the firstborn, and the tower and all that was about it, and all that Abraham possessed at Beersheba. And he said, This larger portion I shall give to the firstborn. And Esaw said, I have sold to Yaakov, and given my birthright to Yaakov. Let it be given to him, and I have not a single word to say regarding it, for it is his. And Yitshaq said, May a berakah rest upon you, my sons, and upon your seed this day, for you have given me rest, and my heart is not pained concerning the birthright, lest you should do wickedness on account of it. May the Most High berakah the man that works righteousness, he and his seed forever. And he ended commanding them, and to berakah them, and they ate and drank together before him, and he rejoiced because there was one mind between them, and they went out from him and rested that day and slept. And Yitshaq slept on his bed that day rejoicing, and he slept the everlasting sleep, and died 180 years old. He completed 25 weeks and 5 years, and his 2 sons Esaw and Yaakov buried him. And Esaw went to the land of Edom, to the mountains of Seir, and dwelt there. And Yaakov dwelt in the mountains of Hebron, in the tower of the land of the sojournings of his father Abraham. And he worshipped Yehova with all his heart, and according to the visible commands, accordingly as he had divided the days of his generations. And Leah his wife died in the 4th year of the 2nd week of the 45th Yovel. And he buried her in the cave of Machpelah, near Rivkah his mother, to the left of the grave of Sarah his father's mother. And all her sons and his sons came to mourn over Leah his wife with him, and to comfort him regarding her, for he was lamenting her. For he loved her exceedingly after Rachel her sister died, for she was perfect and upright in all her ways, and honored Yaakov. And all the days that she lived with him he did not hear from her mouth a harsh word, for she was gentle and peaceable and upright and honorable. And he remembered all her deeds which she had done during her life, and he lamented her exceedingly, for he loved her with all his heart and with all his being. Yobelim, Jubilees, chapter 37. And on the day that Yitshaq the father of Yaakov and Esaw died, the sons of Esaw heard that Yitshaq had given the portion of the elder to his younger son Yaakov, and they were very wroth, and they strove with their father, saying, "Why has your father given Yaakov the portion of the elder and passed over you, although you are the elder and Yaakov the younger?" And he said to them, "Because I sold my birthright to Yaakov for a small bowl of lentils, and on the day my father sent me to hunt and catch and bring him some that he should eat and barak me, he came with deceit and brought my father food and drink, and my father barak him and put me under his hand. And now our father has caused us to swear, he and I, that we shall not mutually devise evil, either against his brother, and that we shall continue in love and in peace, each with his brother, and not make our ways corrupt." And they said to him, "We shall not listen to you to make peace with him, for our strength is greater than his strength, and we are more powerful than he. We shall go against him and slay him and destroy him and his sons. And if you shall not go with us, we shall do evil to you also. And now listen to us. Let us send to Aram and Pelesheth and Moab and Ammon, and let us choose for ourselves chosen men who are ardent for battle, and let us go against him and do battle with him, and let us destroy him from the earth before he grow strong." And their father said to them, "Do not go, and do not make battle with him, lest you fall before him." And they said to him, "This too is exactly your manner of doing from your youth until this day, and you are putting your neck under his yoke. We shall not listen to these words." And they sent to Aram and to Adoram, to the friend of their father, and they hired along with them 1,000 fighting men, chosen men of battle. And there came to them from Moab and from the children of Ammon, those who were hired, 1,000 chosen men, and from Pelesheth 1,000 chosen men of battle, and from Edom and from the Horites 1,000 chosen fighting men, and from Kittim mighty men of battle. And they said to their father, "Go out with them and lead them, or else we shall slay you." And he was filled with wrath and displeasure on seeing that his sons were forcing him to go before, to lead them against Yaakov his brother. But afterward he remembered all the evil which lay hidden in his heart against Yaakov his brother, and he remembered not the oath which he had sworn to his father and to his mother, that he would plan no evil all his days against Yaakov his brother. And notwithstanding all this, Yaakov did not know that they were coming against him to battle, but he was mourning for Leah his wife, until they approached very near to the tower with 4,000 warriors and chosen men of battle. And the men of Hebron sent to him, saying, "See, your brother has come against you to fight you, with 4,000 girded with these swords, and they carry shields and weapons." For they loved Yaakov more than Esaw, so they told him, for Yaakov was a more generous and kind man than Esaw. But Yaakov would not believe until they came very near to the tower, and he closed the gates of the tower, and he stood on the rampart and spoke to his brother Esaw and said, "Noble is the comfort with which you have come to comfort me for my wife who has died. Is this the oath that you swore to your father and again to your mother before they died? You have broken the oath, and on the moment that you swore to your father, you were condemned." And then Esaw answered and said to him, "Neither the children of men nor the beasts of the earth have any oath of righteousness which in swearing they have sworn forever, but every day they plan evil one against another, and how each may slay his adversary and foe. And you hate me, my children and I, forever, and there is no observing the tie of brotherhood with you. Hear these words which I declare to you. If the boar can change its skin and make its bristles as soft as wool, or if it can cause horns to sprout forth on its head like the horns of a stag or of a sheep, then shall I observe the tie of brotherhood with you. And if the wolves make peace with the lambs so as not to devour or do them violence, and if their hearts are towards them for good, then there shall be peace in my heart towards you. And if the lion becomes the friend of the ox and makes peace with him, and if he is bound under one yoke with him and plows with him, then shall I make peace with you. And when the raven becomes white as the stork, then know that I have loved you and shall make peace with you. You shall be rooted out, and your son shall be rooted out, and there shall be no peace for you." And when Yaakov saw that he was evilly disposed towards him with his heart and with all his being so as to slay him, and that he had come leaping like the wild boar which comes upon the spear that pierces and kills it and does not recoil from it, then he spoke to his own and to his servants that they should attack him and all his companions. Yobelim, Jubilees, chapter 38. And after that, Yehudah spoke to Yaakov his father and said to him, "Bend your bow, father, and shoot your arrows, and bring down the adversary and slay the enemy. And may you have the strength, for we shall not slay your brother, for he is such as you, and he is like you. Let us give him respect." Then Yaakov bent his bow and shot the arrow, and struck Esaw his brother, and slew him. And again he shot out an arrow and struck Adoram, the Aramean, on the left breast, and drove him backward and slew him. And then the sons of Yaakov went forth, they and their servants, dividing themselves into companies on the four sides of the tower. And Yehudah went out in front, and Naphtali and Gad with him, and 50 servants with him on the south side of the tower. And they slew all they found before them, and not one of them escaped. And Lewi and Dan and Asher went out on the east side of the tower, and 50 with them, and they slew the fighting men of Moab and Ammon. And Reuven and Yissakhar and Zebulun went out on the north side of the tower, and 50 men with them, and they slew the fighting men of the Palestites. And Shimon and Benjamin and Hanok, Reuven's son, went forth on the west side of the tower, and 50 with them, and they slew of Edom and of the Horites 400 men, mighty warriors, and 600 fled. And 4 of the sons of Esaw fled with them, and they left their father lying slain, as he had fallen on the hill which is in Adoram. And the sons of Yaakov pursued after them to the mountains of Seir, and Yaakov buried his brother on the hill which is in Adoram, and he returned to his house. And the sons of Yaakov pressed hard upon the sons of Esaw on the mountains of Seir, and bowed their necks so that they became servants of the sons of Yaakov. And they sent to their father whether they should make peace with them or slay them. And Yaakov sent word to his sons that they should make peace. And they made peace with them, and placed the yoke of servitude upon them, so that they paid tribute to Yaakov and to his sons always. And they continued to pay tribute to Yaakov until the day that he went down into Mitzrayim. And the sons of Edom have not released from the yoke of servitude which the 12 sons of Yaakov had imposed on them until this day. And these are the sovereigns that reigned in Edom, before any sovereign reigned over the children of Yisrael in the land of Edom. And Balak the son of Beor reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was Dinhavah. And Balak died, and Jobab the son of Zerach of Bozrah reigned in his place. And Jobab died, and Husham of the land of Teman reigned in his place. And Husham died, and Hadad the son of Bedad, who slew Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place, and the name of his city was Awith. And Hadad died, and Samlah from Masrekah reigned in his stead. and Samlah died, and Shaul of Rehoboth ha-Nahar reigned in his place. And Shaul died, and Baal-Hanan the son of Achbor reigned in his place. And Baal-Hanan the son of Achbor died, and Hadar reigned in his place. And the name of his wife was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Me-Zahab. These are the sovereigns who reigned in the land of Edom.